Of students going to 3 different charter schools, Christy, and apparently this 13-year-old girl was shot by another student. She was shot in the neck. She was airlifted to Miami Children's Hospital in serious condition. But they do have the subject who did shoot him, the other student who shot her. They do have that person in custody. They're not saying what the motive was right now, but this happened at 7 a.m. this morning while they were on the way to school.
How does a kid get a gun on a bus? First of all.
Well, they don't check them getting on the bus. You know, some schools now, I don't know if they do in Homestead, if they have any kind of magnetometers going into the school, but when you're getting on the bus, nobody checks you at the bus stop. So someone's either bringing it from home or someone gave them a gun that they brought on board that bus.
Okay, Mike, we're just learning through Miami-Dade. I'm being told that that little girl has died. So in light of that information, how does that shift the investigation now?
Well, now it's it's a homicide investigation. When they found out that she was serious, you're treating it as a homicide. But now this is going to be a homicide investigation. They were interviewing about a dozen people who were on board that school bus and trying to notify the parents. You know, this is you all have, since you have a bus full of juveniles, that makes it even more difficult to try to notify their parents. There was one girl who was on the bus. Apparently, her daughter called her to let her know that she was okay. But we don't know a motive. But, you know, how you think about it, Chris. We look at cases like this all the time. You've got 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
You know, could someone have that much of a problem with someone else on board a bus at 13 years old that they would want to shoot and kill someone?
They just don't understand the consequence of that
no,
at that age.
No.
They don't understand the consequence of that. They see it on television or wherever they see it, and they just don't understand the consequence. Again, just getting word here that that little girl who was shot has died. Mike Brooks, thank you so much. So many questions, obviously, that we're going to have answered. I'm wondering if there's going to be any video. If there was we know that there are cameras on buses a lot of times,
right?
So
and,
perhaps
and kids with kids with this, if there's something going on, what led up to this. There's a lot of questions remain unanswered, but hopefully, law enforcement interviewing those at least a dozen on board that bus will get to the bottom of what happened here.
And counseling certainly for all those kids on the bus who witnessed it too.
Absolutely, so close to the holidays too.
Mike, thank you.